Okay, for years I've told you all about gorilla. For years I've told you it was gonna get real. For years I've told you that you can't keep going in the same direction and expect people to play patty pat with you. Doesn't work like that. They're not out there playing patty cake with you. So why are you trying to play patty cake with them? Let's be honest with each other. If three people are approaching you and you don't feel that little response in your stomach that says this is about to go bad, and you just keep proceeding on thinking that you're safe and you're sound, or that it's going to just somehow move past you, then at that point in time you've been warned. You've been warned by your universal intuition, that stomach, that gut feeling. Okay, it's about to go tits up. And when those three individuals, make a noise or a cat call at you or something that lets you know, this is about to go bad, but you decide that you're going to walk in that direction anyway, then you get what you get. Okay? So now is not the time to sit up here and start, you know, actively and passively thinking that every officer has your your best interests at heart. You have to assume the total opposite is that they don't have your best interests at heart. You have to assume that. You have to now assume that every officer is on one side of the law and you are on the other side of the law. You are the lawbreaker until they see or say that you are cleared. You are the lawbreaker. So you have to assume that they have your best interests not at heart. Okay? And if you don't do that, then guess what? You are getting exactly what you deserve. Do not try and call the cops on the cops. What good is that going to do? Does not happen, does not work, does not satisfy the debt. No. You try and do that, I guarantee you, you get nothing. Okay? For years, we've got nothing. We've got cops doing the craziest thing. The craziest thing you can do to somebody is walk in their house and kill them and still get off. Or not even get off, but just not even have any major issue happen. Okay? That's how crazy it is right now. And for you to sit up here and think that you can rationalize with a rabid dog to make him play right, that means any sensory connection to being civil, being domesticated, being docile is out of the book with these people. Okay? They're riding cars through crowds. They're riding horses through crowds. They're walking in packs of threes and fours. Like, what are you going to do about it? Don't go to a protest unarmed. Go to a protest ready to act a fool. Don't go to a protest thinking that you're going to leave the same way. Go to a protest being prepared to act a total fool. Don't go there thinking that it's just going to be some hold hands and sing kumbaya. Those are not protests. Those are sit-ins. Those are passive ways of showing some kind of resistance. But they never work because they never get anything done. Okay? And they're not going to work in this day and time because those times are over with. Okay? Now is the age of aggression. It's not just boxing anymore. It's everything else. It's UFC. It's not just boxing and UFC anymore. It's street fights, street brawls. You know, the bloodlust that we've gained as a civil society has changed to the point to where now we need the max to entertain us. When I say we need the max to entertain us, we can't just see somebody get shot on the show and that satisfies us. We need to see the blood splatter. We need to see the head shoot off of the shoulders. We need to see the body do a full flip. We need to know, because we've been conditioned for the worst of the worst mentality now. This is not going to be a sit-in or a starvation or a boycott. That stuff is not doing anything anymore. The only thing you can do is hit them in their pocket or hit them in their heart. One of the two. okay? And these guys aren't playing patty cake with us, so don't play patty cake with them. Don't go out there thinking we're just gonna stand around, and then when they show their hand, you're talking about, well, what are you doing? How are you doing that? Why would you do that? No, they have no pity in them. None. None whatsoever. So if you're sitting up here and you're going to one of these places and you want to express your quote unquote right to protest or right to gather, you're an idiot. If you think this is something that can be solved by voting away, or voting into, or no, you're an idiot. Okay? This is all because we decided it was better to assimilate than segregate. And for segregationists, they used to call you the idiots, but you're not the idiots. This is, hell, almost a full century close to a damn segregation, than where we stopped doing segregation. And now you're wanting us to sit up here and say we can use their laws, their guidelines, their rules to overcome what they're doing to us? Does that make sense? Can you go into a casino and tell them, well, I know that the house rules, but these are my rules and I want you to obey them and abide by them while I'm gambling my money with you? Okay? It's not going to happen, folks. Let's be honest. There is only one way. We've tried everything else. We've tried voting. We've tried stand-ups. We've tried talking. We've tried praying together. We've tried praying for our enemies. We tried doing all of that, okay? We tried everything. The only thing we haven't tried yet as a collective is standing our ground. And I don't have any qualms about anybody that wants to stand with us, but stand in a different place so we can see and they can honestly see that we are standing for ourselves, okay? The one part in Malcolm X where the white girl comes up to him and says, well, Mr. X, what can I do? And he told her nothing. I know where he was coming from when he said that. He was coming from the fact that we have to do it for ourselves first before you do anything. Because if you bring yourself to our protest, now we've got to think about you. We've got to play what's going to be cool for you also. We've got to play your music. We got to have your food. We have to have whatever it's going to take to make you feel comfortable while we're protesting. So in that sense, we don't need you. We don't need you because you're easy to be co-opted. You're easy to be corrupted. You're easy to be interloper, somebody that's going to come in there and make us look bad. Okay? We're seeing it today. People are spray painting on Starbucks. They're disrupting. They're breaking stuff. And these people are being intentionally sent into the community to do exactly that, to cause more mischief and chaos while we're trying to get some type of justice. But let me tell you something. We are stupid individuals for thinking that we can go to the people that benefit off of our pain and have them change and take their knee off of our neck. It doesn't work like that. We need our own system of judgment, our own system of fair practice. We need to do business with ourselves. I'm telling you, you need to go back and you need to watch the Animatrix and watch the Second Renaissance, part 1 and part 2, and remove the idea of robots out of the game and make the idea of robots the slave class that we're in, the impoverished people, the poor people. Look at that and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's time to do what we have been afraid to do. And that's tap into our true warrior instinct and spirit, our true ability to not rebel but fight. And we have to realize that we're fighting for our lives. That's simple. We are fighting for our lives. We're fighting for the lives of our babies. We're fighting for the lives of our generations to come. And we have every right to kill and die for that right. Because it's okay when we kill and we die for the right for you to protect your interests. Now it is time for us to kill and die for our interest. If you're with me, holla, leave a message, DM me. Know that I'm qualifying everybody until I get a group large enough to where I can have people that can qualify and make sure that the stringent requirements in order to be in this society that I'm speaking of are met. And know that I don't need a whole lot of people, but I do need a whole lot of people that are committed to ride this to the very end.